Do you still think in your native language before speaking English? Do you translate every sentence in your head? Do you rehearse English sentences in your mind before speaking? Do you want to stop hesitating and just speak English freely? If you said yes to any of these, this video is for you. Watch till the end because today's episode will show you how to train your brain to think in English. Hey there, welcome back to Confidence English Podcast. I'm your host, Alex. Let me ask you something, and be honest. Have you ever tried to say something in English, but your brain is still thinking in your native language? You know exactly what you want to say, but instead of just saying it, your mind goes, okay, first, let me figure that out in my language. Now translate it. Wait, is this the right word? Is the grammar okay? Oh no, too late. Sound familiar? Yeah, you're not alone. Honestly, so many English learners around the world go through this exact same thing. Now imagine this. What if you could skip that whole translation process? What if your thoughts could come to you directly in English without all the back and forth? Well, that's exactly what we're talking about today. In this episode, we're going to dive into how to train your brain to think in English. Not just speak English, but actually think in English, naturally, confidently, and in real-life situations. And hey, if you're someone who wants to keep growing, not just in English, but also in motivation and self-development, make sure to hit subscribe button wherever you're listening. All right, if you've ever felt stuck in translation mode, or if you've ever wished you could just speak English more naturally and fluently, this episode is 100% for you. Let's get into it. So, let's get real. Why do we even translate in our heads? It's not because we're lazy or bad at English, it's actually totally natural. We've spent years, maybe even decades, thinking in our native language. Our brains are wired that way. But here's the tricky part. When you always translate, everything slows down. You're not really having a conversation. You're solving a puzzle in your head while someone's talking to you. Not fun. And if you're like most learners, you probably also deal with this. The perfectionist trap. You think, I can't speak until I say it perfectly. So you get stuck editing the sentence in your head, and by the time you're done, the conversation's already moved on. And hey, I get it. I've been there too. That's why shifting to thinking in English is a total game changer. All right, let's talk about why this really matters. Why should we even care about thinking in English? Here's the thing. When you can think in English, you stop depending on translation, and that changes everything. First of all, it makes you faster. No more pauses to search for the right word in your native language. No more mental juggling between two systems. You just speak, naturally, clearly, confidently. Second, it helps you sound more real. When you're thinking in English, you're not just using words, you're expressing yourself. You choose phrases that match your feelings, your tone, your energy, and that makes your English feel more like you. Third, and this one's big, it helps you become a better listener. Because when you stop translating, your brain has more space to understand English directly. You don't get stuck on one word. You start getting the full picture. And here's the most exciting part. When you train yourself to think in English, you're not just improving your speaking. You're building a foundation for everything. Writing, listening, even reading. You stop seeing English as a school subject, and you start seeing it as part of how you live, think, and connect with the world. All right, now the good stuff. Let's talk about how you can actually train yourself to think in English. And don't worry, these are not boring textbook tips. These are fun, practical, and actually doable. Tip 1, the 1-minute English monologue. One of the best ways to jumpstart your thinking is by doing what I call the 1-minute English monologue. Set a timer for 1 minute. That's all you need. Talk for 1 minute straight about your day, what you're wearing, your weekend plans, anything. The rule? No stopping, no translating. Just go. For example, this morning I woke up super late. I brushed my teeth in a rush, skipped breakfast, and ran to catch the bus. Then I realized it's Sunday, no work today. It doesn't have to be perfect. Even if you get stuck, keep going. This is how you teach your brain to stay in English, even when it's messy. Tip 2. Label the world around you. Next time you're walking around your house or your neighborhood, try this. Start naming everything you see in English. Your kitchen becomes fridge, spoon, sink, dish soap. You start saying, I'm opening the fridge. There's yogurt. No, wait, it's expired. And there's some leftover pizza. Okay, lunch sorted. This helps your brain connect visuals with English instantly without the need to translate. Make it a game. Every time you walk into a room, describe it in English in your head. Tip 3. Talk about your feelings in English. We often practice describing actions or things, but rarely our emotions. Instead of just feeling something, say it in English, even in your head. I'm so nervous about this presentation. I'm excited to try this new recipe. I'm tired, but I'll push through. This connects English with your inner world, and that's where real fluency lives. Tip 4. Build your English identity. Okay, this one might sound strange, but trust me, it works. Start thinking of yourself not just as a language learner, but as a language user. Seriously, say it to yourself. I'm an English user. I'm someone who thinks in English. I make mistakes, sure, but I speak. This identity shift changes how you learn. When you shift your mindset, your brain starts to accept English as part of who you are, not just a subject you're studying. Tip 5. Speak out loud, even when no one's listening. Yep, talk to yourself, out loud in English. While you're cleaning, I should have folded these clothes yesterday. Oh well, I'm doing it now. While cooking. Okay, chopping onions. Don't cry, you got this. It might feel silly at first, but over time, this habit trains your inner voice to speak English. Soon you'll realize you're not translating anymore, you're just speaking. Bonus tip, use your phone in English. Change your phone's language settings to English. Your apps, notifications, maps become a chance to think in English. It might feel awkward for a day or two, but your brain will adjust. It's like getting a little English immersion every time you check your phone, which is, let's be honest, like 100 times a day. All right, let's bring it all together. Today, we talked about something huge: how to stop translating and start thinking in English. You learned why we translate in the first place, why thinking in English is so powerful, and most importantly, how to actually train your brain to do it. We covered the 1-minute monologue, labeling your environment, describing your feelings, building your English identity, speaking out loud to yourself, switching your phone to English. Now, I want to leave you with one simple question. What's one thing you'll do today to start thinking in English? Seriously, pause this episode for a second and choose something. Whatever it is, just start. And hey, before you go, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a funny or awkward moment because you were translating in your head before speaking? Or do you have your own unique tip or personal routine that helps you think in English? Leave a comment and share it. I read every single one of your messages, and I absolutely love hearing your stories. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. I'll see you in the next episode. Until next time, keep going, keep growing, and keep thinking in English. You've got this.